Alright, Dirty Talkers, buckle up because today's episode is one of the heaviest, most important conversations we've ever had on Talk Dirty to Me.
We're talking about the worst accidents in motorsport, not for shock value, not for drama, but not to understand what went wrong, what changed, and how safety has saved countless lives since.
And helping us unpack it all is someone who's lived motorsport from the inside, racing, spectating, and had one of the worst Formula 500 accidents I think I've ever seen. So he understands just how fast things can go wrong.
Yeah.
So we're going to insert your clip here of your accident.
A driver involved in a horrible sprint car crash in Kwinana is out of danger. Matt Brown woke from his induced coma today.
It's hard to believe anyone could survive this.
Dear me.
He's been collected by 3 or 4 cars. He's been speared by another car.
But Matt Brown, the man behind the wheel of this sprint car that crashed at Perth Motorplex on Friday night, did survive.
Yes. So you're the perfect person for this chat, though, because you race fast cars, understand the risk, and you've seen firsthand, just how safety can be the difference between walking away and tragedy. Plus you have secret obsession with crashes. I've heard.
Yeah.
Always a little bit of a macabre obsession.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know, just
You were
motorsport in
so
general,
keen.
right? But like everyone loves crashes when they go to the speedway.
Yeah,
any motorsport event.
Yeah.
There's a crash, everyone gets excited about it. So
Yeah, it's the whole you can't look away thing.
And I don't know, I just guess as a kid being involved, it's just
You're like,
yeah, there's a crash.
Yeah.
Seeing it all on TV and Formula 1 stuff on TV. So.
So you had a big crash in 2014.
Yep.
You were involved in a high-speed sprint car Formula 500 crash at the Perth Motorplex.
Motorplex? Oh, yeah.
Motorplex during a Formula 500 race on a Friday night. You struck the safety fence and then you were hit by multiple other cars.
Fuck yeah.
Which resulted in you being taken to Fremantle Hospital and placed in an induced coma. But you surprised the doctors with your speedy recovery, and I think it was 11 months after you were back racing.
Yeah, we covered that in their episode. It's insane. Yeah.
So you really are the most perfect person to go through.
About crashing race cars.
Yeah.
So you still have effects from your crash today?
A little bit. My memory's probably not great.
Yeah.
But yeah.
You did say you don't remember anything that happened.
Nah.
No, just what everyone told you.
Yeah, pretty much. There's
Yeah.
about 3 weeks worth where I can't really sort of remember too much. So,
You can't see, but over in that corner,
Dad's sitting in the corner.
Dad's
Dad's sitting in the corner.
So
He remembers.
He made the
He's
news.
just
He made the news.
Yeah. We saw your little cameo on Channel 7.
His hair wasn't as grey then. It was a bit red.
I think
made
you
it
made
grey.
him grey. That's, to be fair, if one of my kids crashes a car, I'm going to be white. That's
would
just
have
how
to
it
be-
is.
I've crashed lots of stuff my whole life. So.
So, but you're not only competed consistently post-crash, but you also had significant results? I'm freaking tired. Results in Formula 500 racing. So, the Motorplex program notes him as a former 4-time Formula 500 WA title winner, showing sustained success in the division well after the 2014 injuries. So, is it just one of those, like, you just kept going, like you knew that you were just going to get back in a car?
Yeah, it didn't even ever cross
I'd
my
like
mind.
to know the mentality behind
Yeah,
somebody
we-
who's willing to get in
I don't
back
know,
in
you
the
just, when
race
you're
after
focused
that.
on winning for so long, it's all that counts.
So were you not scared getting back in after your accident?
No.
Yeah,
I think it was a little stressful for Dad.
I imagine.
Yeah.
Dad's
He's
but
just
you don't even think about it. Like,
Yeah.
So it's just about getting back racing, because racing's fun, right? That's why we all do it.
I watch from the sidelines like a
I get scared.
smart
and you're
person.
Not even my child.
But as a driver, it's fun. And when you want to win, that's all you just focus on that.
Do you go into like a tunnel vision when you're racing? Like,
Yeah,
you just
kind of
don't
a little
think
bit. Yeah.
anything
You're just
else?
that focused on what you need to do driving the car, where you need to be on the track, and what
It takes
other
over.
things. Yeah, it just takes over. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're going to go through some of the worst accidents that have ever happened in motorsport history. So we're going to discuss what happened, kind of why we think it, or why we know it happened, and then what's changed. So to make the sport safer. So I think we've got 10 if we want to get through 10.
Some pretty good ones, yeah.
Matt's handpicked quite a few of these. And,
Himself, yeah.
Yeah, there's just a bit of a viewer discretion that some of the accidents we are talking about
Very graphic.
contain some
We
fatalities.
will not be putting videos up on our YouTube,
No.
but you can find them
They
online.
are on YouTube.
They are on
Yeah.
I
YouTube.
still
You can watch them.
randomly. I'll go, let's just go watch this one.
Yeah.
I watched some yesterday and I was like, I
I'm
don't
a
know.
little traumatized, to be honest.
But, you know, these accidents happen and they've changed how motorsport is today and things that are extremely important.
Yeah, safety
within
protocols and that they've
the
put in
sport.
place. Yeah, absolutely.
These are crashes that everyone remembers because of the impact that they had, but they're also because of what changed afterwards. And to be honest, they are pretty awful.
Yeah, and so we're going to go through some of the worst in motorsport in history and discuss what happened and how it impacted safety protocols in motorsport.
So first, cab off the rank. Do you want
The
to
big one.
introduce them?
It's the big one, yeah. Ayrton Senna's crash at Imola in 1994.
So he was a Formula One driver. Who did he race for?
At the time it was Williams, but he won world championships with McLaren.
He was very famous.
And like still probably regarded as like the greatest ever, if not one of the top couple guys.
You've
So,
heard of Ayrton Senna?
I've heard the name, yes.
yeah.
Because I remember Ant saying when he was doing his interview that he bought a Senna hat.
Oh,
So his merch is still
Still,
highly
yeah,
regarded.
highly
still.
sought after.
And even
yeah.
the drivers nowadays still have little references to him on their cars,
they
or
do.
occasionally they do a helmet that says Senna replica or something.
And
Yeah,
they have a monument in
yeah,
Imola, don't they?
Yep, they do. Yeah,
They all go to when they race.
Wow.
They still race
they
there.
had like 3 or 4 days
Morning.
mourning in Brazil for him.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, like
So he was very, very
Probably the
super,
most
super popular. Yeah,
Famous
Respected man.
Formula One crash that people talk about
yeah.
today.
So what happened exactly?
So
Well, that's
want me
still.
to
They
say?
think maybe the steering column broke,
Yeah.
or the car bottomed out, and high speed left-hander and just went straight ahead into the wall.
Into the wall.
So
yeah.
it says on here that Senna's Williams FW16 left the track at high speed
Tamburello, yeah.
corner, which is a particular corner on the track, and he hit a concrete wall at 310 kilometres an hour on lap
that's
7
fast.
of the San Marino Grand Prix. The steering column failed mid-corner, likely due to a pre-race modification, and he suffered fatal head injuries.
So he basically was just squashed at 310
Yeah,
kilometres an
part
hour.
of the suspension they think came back and got him in the head as well. So
Because
there's,
those cars are pretty Jesus. The cars are pretty
they wouldn't be that.
not back then.
not back then, but 94. They would have been something to protect
Yeah, there
him
was
a
still
little.
a little bit, better than they were in the 70s. But
Yeah, Jesus, yeah.
but yeah, still not much for that much speed.
No, but
I'm-
310 kilometres an hour.
There's who's the famous? He's now Aston Martin's head guy. He's the designer of the cars.
Adrian Newey.
Yeah, he did a documentary on how I think he said he had fixed the car, or he was had something to do with it.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
And he was explaining the steering column because it was something to do with mechanical or something prior to the race, and that's what failed.
oh
I think it
God.
was Adrian, or he explained it. There's a documentary on it.
I feel badly for whoever was, the
Imagine
people
the
that
crew.
were, the crew that were, handling his car.
Oh, it's so.
But that's just the human
Jesus.
element, right? So they're all human. They're all trying to do their
Yeah,
best.
exactly. There is a human
And it could
element
be
to it.
something as
And it
little
all
as
turns to shit. It turns to shit.
a bolt
Yeah.
That's it.
come out, and that's it.
Yep.
So this had a major impact on some safety, especially in Formula One. So now the bend at that Tamburello
Yep.
has
They
become a
put
chicane.
a chicane in there to slow them down. Yeah.
So what's chicane? Someone explain that.
You got to
us.
slow down like an S bend.
Okay.
They've got to slow
That's
down
the
to get
track.
through. Well, most tracks have a chicane.
Yeah.
It's a little tricky section for the drivers to have to deal with. So
Hmm.
instead of just being wide open on a high speed corner, they've now got to brake, slow down, get through the chicane, and then get going again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
'Cause I remember that corner because last year I think it was Lando and Oscar had a bit of a kerfuffle where they were tapping each other through this chicane because they come around a corner and it's into a chicane, or is it? Yeah.
don't know. It was Lando's fault, but
I like this man. He's funny.
They have made the cockpit's sides higher
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
to surround the body more of the driver. So they sit so
So
low.
like
Yeah.
in the 60s and 70s, the shoulders were above the cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then over time they just got the drivers lower and the cars a bit higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it protects them.
I mean, they're travelling so fast.
So fast,
So
yeah.
no matter what they get, they're
Well, I
getting
mean, even
seriously
like
hurt.
randomly, if like something was in the road, like fucking a bird decided to come out.
Well,
and
they
fly.
have
They've
animals
hit,
in
hit
Canada.
animals and stuff before, yeah.
Animals.
In Canada, what's the one that always crosses the road? Is
Not
it in
like a
Canada
fucking
is it-
moose or something,
no,
is it?
Or it's in like Japan. There's an animal.
Yeah, that keeps crossing the road. Yeah, I can't remember.
No,
Don't
Komodo
know.
dragon.
Oh,
but
like
it's
their
some-
supercars hit kangaroos at Bathurst all the time.
Have they?
So, yeah.
People have hit kangaroos.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my phone dinging.
You're gonna make me sad.
No. And non-animal eater here. So, and then there's been permanent FIA focus on driver safety. So the helmets have been improved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would have to look at all of that after such an accident and make
A
changes.
high
see,
profile accident.
Especially
yeah.
after that, but like surely they would update as you know we scientifically advancing as well. Like helmets and protective gear would update as well, right? You'd imagine.
Would that come down to? Would that be the FIA? Or would that be
Yeah,
the
so
teams?
they have ratings for helmet safety.
Yeah. Who decides that?
Probably driver preference, as long as it's a certain
Within
FIA
scope.
rating.
Yeah.
Because I learnt something actually the other day. So, or not the other week.
You say the other day.
Last year.
The other day.
There's two ratings of seatbelts. So there's an FIA rated seatbelt and then there's an SFI rated seatbelt. So drag racers can only use a particular seatbelt, an SFI rated seatbelt. That only lasts for 2 years from the date of production. Yeah. So not even the date that you get it in your hands and install it. The date that it is made, you have a 2-year limit on using that seatbelt before you have to take it out and change it.
Yeah, we're the same.
Are you?
Yeah.
So you're
Is that
Two
so?
belts.
Your belt as well.
Every 2 years get replaced.
But circuit racers
It makes sense. I
have
would
an
want.
FIA rated seatbelt and they can go for 5 years.
Yeah.
What?
But then they're run by a different organisation. They're run
Yeah.
by CAMS, so
Yeah, so there's two different ratings and those ratings within themselves have levels as well of safety.
but then it's good that we have ratings at all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because 40, 50
Oh, I
years
can
ago,
imagine they had a lap belt.
whatever
No,
they could
they
get.
were
Yeah.
bare knuckle,
Yeah.
seat of their pants. Yeah. I keep hitting this
Some
fucking
weights in their
microphone.
pants to hold them down.
Yeah, probably. Glue themselves into the seat.
So yeah, that's Ayrton Senna. That's a huge one.
Jesus.
But yeah, so this is kind of how we're going to go through this episode.
Yeah.
Going through each
So-
one. So do you want to? Matt can introduce.
I guess introduce them all.
Because I don't know how
Yeah.
to say half their names.
I don't
Okay,
know.
Jules Bianchi.
Jules Bianchi. Now,
Yeah.
who's Jules Bianchi?
He's Charles Leclerc's godfather.
He is, yes.
Why do
he
you know
was.
that? That's just.
They do every year.
It's a Formula One thing.
Yeah, it's Formula One again.
Yeah.
They
It's,
do
you
like
know, it's
a,
ADHD. She's
no,
just
no,
hyper
they-
fixated.
every year
Hey,
they
I knew that as
do
well.
A like memorial thing before
For him
the race.
at the track, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so every year they do something for them. Oh. So if you watch Formula One,
I will get there. Shush.
you'll see it.
You put it on the TV in the background. I'm usually headphones and
Well,
polishing.
when it is these two, so Suzuka's Japan.
Japanese, yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a wet race, and it's often a wet race.
You've seen this one. I've
Oh,
showed it
you
Yeah.
did.
Do you want to
Yeah.
explain it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So someone else had crashed in the same corner, and there was a tractor
Yes.
front end loader or whatever
Yeah.
trying to get the car out of the sandpit, and Jules has come around, lost it, and driven straight into the back of the tractor.
You
That
remember
was
seeing
just.
that? I showed it.
Yeah.
And obviously,
you
like
showed me.
when you think about the back of a loader or a tractor,
It's
comes up a bit.
up a bit, it's
You know,
high.
Formula One car's pretty low,
Yeah.
straight underneath.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Just what happens.
That's insane.
It is.
So
But-
he died instantly for that,
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah. Poor man.
Yep.
I mean, at the very
hit a
least,
speed as
he,
well.
Yeah, he hit it fast, so he wouldn't have felt anything.
But
But,
they still race there.
yeah, they still race there. So
But they changed it.
What did
So
they do?
You're not allowed to have any vehicles on the track when it's green.
Yeah.
So with that, would they do?
How do they get around that?
And
then?
they did a virtual safety car. They brought
Yeah.
out.
Yep,
So
introduce that.
you got safety cars that come out. And you physically can see them, or
Yeah.
they must put something. They put something on the lights.
Are we talking about like the little hat like we were last time?
No,
Is
that's
it something?
Coney.
That's
Coney,
Coney.
yeah, the little
No.
Coney. Something.
No, this is
similar?
different. The cars are just controlled to go a certain speed
Okay.
for a certain period of time
And they're
until
not
it's
allowed to
turned
overtake.
off. They can't overtake.
Yeah.
They've got certain speeds that they have to comply
Okay.
to for that period of time.
So you have to go to like 70 k's an hour, I think.
And you
it
have to be the
is.
same
Yeah.
distance you were from the car in front of you.
So
That sort of
how do they like tell all the other drivers?
There'll be
stuff. Look,
a
just
flag.
comes on the dash, and
It comes up
they
on the
probably
dash?
just press a button, and the car will just do it.
They'll probably have a
automatically, so-
limiter that they
Yeah.
control, like the control box will
Not
limit their car.
Sure, exactly how they do it,
Because
but
I've seen in the
This
a
is a
couple of
question
the
for my cousin.
F1 ones when somebody got injured or whatever, and you could hear them all talking to their guys, going, "Is he okay? Is he okay?" And they were still driving.
Yeah, so your radio will be
Yeah.
able to tell you as well.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they would have a feature.
that was probably Grosjean's crash where all the other drivers are calling in. Is he okay?
I
Is he
just
okay?
know the one that the man was on fire.
Yeah,
that
Grosjean.
one, that's coming up.
Yeah, that one. That's the one that I remember the most, to
But
be honest.
yeah, so they have virtual safety cars where you do the same thing, but they also have a safety car, which is an actual physical car that goes into the front of the pack, and everyone follows him.
Yeah.
And you can they bunch up and
Yeah.
stuff. But yeah,
That's, oh, thank God.
So when you think about it, like that had a big impact on how Formula One races are run, and probably that filters down throughout the local
Everywhere.
divisions. Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would do.
because they created the halo because of that race,
because
right?
of that.
It was either Senna or that one where the
No,
halo.
it might have been Jules.
Because the halo is, on the Formula
Head protection.
Yeah. No, I know that
The
little
little ring bit that goes
ring
around
bit that
where
goes
their head-
around the head. Yeah.
So that was created. See, this is how we understand.
the
that-
ring bit.
There's like protection.
I'm
So that'd
learning
be, like,
things,
full
yeah.
steel.
Rob.
The halo,
Yeah.
well, it's made out of big carbon fibre, but it'd be
Super
probably
strong.
maybe some titanium in there as well.
It'd
It's-
have
so they
to be
test.
strong.
I know Formula One just tests the halo on its own.
Really?
They throw tyres at it. Yeah. It's on YouTube.
Oh, we're gonna
Oh,
have a
we're
look
going
at
to
that.
have to look that up later.
Halo testing. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
So yeah,
So-
the halo became because of that to protect the driver. Because before they had nothing, you literally see their head.
Open
like their
cockpit.
face.
Yeah. So they obviously put in stricter recovery vehicle procedures as well. So the recovery vehicles aren't allowed on the track. How do they get to the accident or the person as quickly as possible
They'll
then?
pull them into the pits.
No, it was a red light. They'll just pull a red light.
Yeah.
And the drivers know. Yeah.
Okay.
And see, the technology in Formula One now,
It's much
everything's
faster,
on their
it's
dash
quicker.
straight away. They know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a red flag would mean they would come into the pits.
Yes.
Or
Sometimes they would stop them back at the start finish line, I think.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, usually they pull them back into the pits. Then years ago, I don't think they were allowed to work on the cars, but now they can do some stuff.
no,
Pit lane and left.
Pit lane, yeah.
because they can just drive through and stop at the end of the pit lane. Hey, to go back out.
Yeah, from behind the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, because that's.
And so that's up to the race director to make the call. If there's too much debris or if they think that the driver might be injured, and they would be talking straight away to the team.
Yeah.
Is he okay? Can he get out? All that sort of stuff.
Because there was
so.
a really bad crash in Monaco, and it was Perez hit someone, or someone hit Perez, and there was just car everywhere.
Yeah.
The
He was
debris.
fine, but the debris, but they had to stop it. and
Because
they had
everything's
to-
carbon fibre now as well.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like-
Well, it's
And then-
made
Confetti
to.
goes everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
sort
they
of
have
made
like
to.
machines like all around the tracks with like little gates so that there's always a truck or a machine
Yeah.
close to if someone.
And if
because
they
have
if
them.
they can't get a truck on the track, there's cranes usually that
Yeah, I see
can
cranes at Suzuki
reach out
now
and grab stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
that are like
gosh.
behind barriers that can just lift over something.
Well, I mean, it's efficient, you have to say.
But in racing, even in the wet, they'll call it off. Although I think it was Australia last year. They put
shouldn't.
a pause on it.
They shouldn't.
2 cars,
Just-
so they do like a
If
starting.
it's raining, they got wet weather tyres. If it's raining too hard, too bad.
Well, 2 cars went out in the like warm-up lap in Australia. I think Isaac Hadjar was his first ever race in Formula One, and he spun out and hit the barrier and had to not
Didn't even
finish.
start the race.
It didn't even start the race.
Oh, that was the practice round.
It was it was just like they line up on the track and then they go around to get ready to line up to race. So it's like a warm-up lap. And he spun out. And I think Signs was it
no.
Signs as
Yeah.
well.
Yep, it was.
Yeah,
Doing as well.
yeah. There was a lot of people out on that race
From
because it was
next
too
race,
wet,
Yeah.
and their tyres didn't have enough
Jack
grip.
Ryan, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So they have to call the race off, and they wait so long, and because you always see the rain radar if there's rain coming. Silverstone is a bit iffy. Normally has either rain or super sunny. and they'll be like, the rain's going to be here in 10 minutes.
Japan's probably the bad one that, like, when it rains, it really rains.
Torrential.
Yeah, torrential rains.
So they'll have to make rules for that. But yeah, the Halo, the virtual safety car, the wet weather conditions made a massive difference, I think.
Yeah.
In
Sadly,
racing.
you know,
but
because somebody had to die, but
yeah. The next one is your favourite.
Who?
Try and say that name.
Oh, Romain Grosjean.
Grosjean.
Grosjean?
Yeah.
Grosjean. That's the fire one.
Oh, no.
So all
He
the,
survived. He just
I
got
know
his
he
hand.
did, but he really, I watched
So that's
the
probably
video.
the worst crash
It-
Formula One's had for a long time.
Yeah, I couldn't, and I'm sitting there holding his arm, and I'm like, is he gonna get out? Does he get out?
so
like
any
I was,
Formula One fan or Drive to Survive
Oh.
Netflix fan will know
Yeah.
this one because it was on there.
Yeah.
So basically, on lap 1 of the Bahrain Grand Prix, his car was squeezed between cars. I think on was it the first couple of laps or the first lap, and he hit a barrier at 192 kilometers an hour, split the car in half, and then it caught fire.
yeah,
And then he was trapped in the car for a significant amount of time.
I was,
And then you're waiting
That
and
felt
you're
like
waiting,
so long.
and then all of a sudden you see him getting out.
Getting
of the
out.
car.
On
emerged from
fire.
the
Oh, have you got
car,
goosebumps
like
thinking
a
of it?
fucking badass that he is. Jesus.
And I don't. He shouldn't have got out of that car.
Nah. And that's what everyone says. But it's mainly the halo.
Yeah,
That's what saved him.
Yeah,
you
that's
reckon?
what's yeah, definitely, yeah.
yeah.
Otherwise,
Obviously,
he would've
it's
been
also his
decapitated.
suit.
Yeah, true.
Because he
well.
went between the split
He
barrier, went
yeah,
between it.
like
So
the steel barrier.
Yeah.
And it was just a fireball. It didn't stop.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's practically jet fuel in that thing, right? Like,
What does it fuel does it run on?
I don't know,
what
they
run?
run some other.
Unleaded 98.
no, that's just my poor little shit box gets that.
Oh, don't worry, I only go 91 sometimes.
I was going to say, I don't even think mine gets 98. I think I might be the worst. It's basically just rust at this
What
point.
was that?
He lost his shoes.
He did lose his shoes.
Came out with no.
Came out with
Yeah.
no
He
shoes
Came
on.
out with no shoes on.
Because he couldn't get out and he just kicked his boots
significantly
off. And,
in there, and then they've got this like thing that goes over their shoulders that locks them in.
oh, no, it's just a Hans device, yeah.
But they've got that big thing. That
Oh,
they
yeah,
take
sorry,
off.
they do, yeah.
Oh, how does he get
extra
out with that with his
I don't know
hands?
how he gets out. No, but he's got gloves on.
Yeah, I know
so
he had his gloves on, but his gloves were melted to his damn hands.
This is a you question. Under your race suit, which is fireproof,
Yes.
you have to wear other
Yep,
fireproof
fire
clothes.
retardant underwear, yeah.
So is that like pants or
Pants. He would have had pants and a top
is that under the race suit?
under the race suit.
And what makes them fire retardant? Like, is it a
Just the material it's
Yeah,
made out
it's
of.
a
and
retardant
whatever
material.
additives they put in to make it
yeah?
fire
Yeah.
retardant.
It's that
Triple
that-
layer suit as well. Would
Yeah,
been
that
So what
was
does that
brilliant.
mean?
3 layers of
Oh wow! And that's what you wear as well.
mine's triple, yeah.
Wow.
I think we're allowed to wear dual, like 2 layer,
Yeah.
but most people are 3 layer.
And you have a balaclava.
Balaclava, head sock,
Which is also flame retardant.
same stuff. Yep.
Wow.
So how long should that give you if your car catches fire to get out? Does it give you a
Actually,
set
don't know.
amount of time?
No, I'd give you a minute or 2.
Yeah,
It's just
within
enough.
full flames. 'Cause I know,
Just enough to not burn you to a crisp. Yeah.
and I know, like with Kyle and his top fueler, he has to wear a balaclava and get out of the car, like blindfolded, to
Yeah,
know
Jess
that if
was
your
saying
car
that
is on
too.
fire.
In a certain
Yeah.
amount of time.
Do you
yeah.
have to do that?
No.
No.
But then drag racing is different, right? So
Because you're enclosed.
and well, the risk of fire is
Higher.
Very
Way
high. Oh, with
higher,
the fuel
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
using
Yeah.
nitro,
is highly flammable.
and there's no small crash in drag racing, right?
No.
So and fire's gonna happen in almost every crash. So
And you're going such a speed in such a straight direction,
Yeah.
which we've got a few. We've got a top fuel and a top door slammer crash coming up on this.
Yeah. So he obviously survived, thank God.
He still goes to the race, doesn't he?
he races Indy cars now, I think.
He still
Yeah,
races?
He still kept racing.
he?
Oh,
You're
commentator?
all like
No, he's not a
adrenaline
commentator.
junkies. That's what you are.
He does, doesn't
no,
he?
but
Just-
he's a professional
he
race car
commentates.
driver, right?
No. But I
Yeah.
mean, he was in
Does he?
flames.
Oh, okay.
Like he was on fire. How the fuck
Yeah, but
do you get
you
got to
remember
in a car?
he's been racing since he was 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Just focused on winning.
I get it, but the motherfucker was on fire.
Yeah, that's
Like-
what the training
It doesn't
is for.
matter. It doesn't
Holy
matter.
You
God.
train
I mean,
for
I
that your
dislocated
whole
my
career.
shoulder and kept like lifting, but I would no flames. Oh my God,
But that's
man.
what they train for. Like,
Yeah.
they would have specific fire training for if that happened. Because it's happened not just to him, but other cars have had that and they've not been so lucky.
No, it's
yeah.
I props to him. He's ballsy as fuck, but
But they changed the barriers, I think.
yeah.
Yeah. That as well.
Yeah.
A lot of concrete barriers now rather than steel.
So
Yeah, and I think every barrier has to have
Frame.
protection in front
obviously, like steel barriers are like slice.
of it. Yeah,
So-
yeah. So steel Armco barriers they're called.
Yeah.
Which is what we've got down the sides of the freeway and stuff.
Basically
Yeah.
a fucking knife.
But yeah, if you hit them in a race car, they split because you're going so fast. They split, and
yeah,
that's what Grosjean's car went straight between them.
yeah,
And he survived
He
it.
survived because he had the halo.
yeah.
Which is what Senna,
Which is what
Bianchi
Jules Bianchi.
Jules Bianchi.
bought him, unfortunately, because of his death. Saved that guy's life.
Yeah,
Man,
Oh god, it's a bad one. And you just, it was like it was for minutes,
It
and you're
did,
watching him
like-
going, how is he alive?
even live watching it, you're like,
no,
ain't
well, 'cause
getting out
all
of this
the-
one.
Yeah, no. Well, that was the one I was talking about, where all the other men
and everyone are in the pits, like,
yeah,
what's going
we're all
on,
going.
freaking
Is he?
out.
Yeah, they're all. Is he okay? Is he out? Somebody
Yeah,
tell
well,
me
the
something.
drivers
Like
were
they were all
driving past,
panicking.
seeing him on fire, and I think even like
and they
Ricardo
they would
in
know
racing,
straight away. They would see it and go,
in their heads. They'll just be making.
they're like, hang on, the car split.
Yeah, it's on
It's
fire.
through
He's
the
not like-
fence.
yeah.
That's not good.
and they would have seen it on all the screens. And
Probably, yeah.
things like that.
Oh my God, his family were there too.
Oh, his wife. Was his wife there and his daughter? It shows it on the Netflix series, like them. Oh, I don't even know how I would feel if that was my partner.
That's no, absolutely the fuck not.
But that's why they have these safety features, and that's why we talk about these things. And
I mean, the fire marshals did get to him quickly,
Pretty quick.
but
oh,
like
very quick. But there's not much you can do.
Still burn his hands pretty bad. See, your gloves are
they're not fire.
they're the weak
retardant.
point, right?
Yeah.
Because they're fire retardant, but they're not sealed,
Yes.
and you can't put anything underneath them.
No.
So you just got your hands just underneath them. So and they're
Which
not
is
as
what you need
thick,
to
and
unplug stuff. To
because
get
you
out.
need to have some feel in your gloves as well. So
Yeah. So they're
especially
they're
those guys,
thinner
they're pressing
material.
buttons
So
on
they'd
the
be quite
dash,
thin.
Yeah.
reasonably thin. Yeah.
Because you see
that's
his
the weak
hands
point.
after and how like,
Oh,
Yeah, it would hurt, but then
Yeah.
he's so lucky.
Yeah, he is
He's one of the lucky ones.
really, really
yeah,
fortunate.
he knows it. Everyone else knows it.
And we still talk about it to this day. Like
Yeah.
you see it, it's probably one of the most talked about ones, along with Senna and Jules is one is
Yeah.
his because he got out of it
Yeah.
Yeah.
after all of it. But away from
The
Formula
next
One
one,
and
the
on
next
to,
one is not good.
No.
this is your one. This is the one that Matt brought in, so you can explain it because it is
Well,
awful.
Obviously, it was in 1955, so
Yeah,
that was
my
a
mum
long
was
time
born.
ago. Same time he was born.
Oh yeah. Oh, same as my mum.
71 years ago.
Was it?
He's a
Oh,
young
it is
boy.
too.
So-
Leave him be.
And he looks about 30.
So I don't even know how to say his name. Pierre Levins.
Levy?
Anyway,
Pierre.
Leve.
yeah, there was a crash, and the
watched this
car.
last
But so
night.
back then,
Yeah.
like they were just using petrol,
Yeah.
and however many cars exploded, but ended up in the crowd,
And it-
killed heaps and
82
heaps of
people.
spectators,
There's
heaps of
82?
people,
Spectators it killed.
drivers, marshals.
Oh my God.
So his car, you see his car
I think
blow
they were-
up, and then you just see massive piece of the
think
car
if-
in the crowd.
I think this was the one they were using a lot of magnesium, maybe, in that when that catches fire, just this
Oh, does
horrible
it?
shit. Yeah.
Jesus.
So
Well, yeah, because obviously magnesium's
so
the
and
one that
Mercedes,
burns.
Is it?
Mercedes even pulled out of motorsport for decades afterwards.
Really?
Yeah, because
Really?
it was their car, and
So this is the one where, when I researched it, this is where they banned the 24 Hours of Le Mans in Switzerland, had a full ban, never to go there again.
Wow.
France, Germany, Spain and Mexico all put a temporary ban on it because of what
happened?
yeah.
It was that, it's
But then
that bad.
the crowd, there was no protection, right? So the
No.
crowd
Oh,
are behind
close.
a timber fence,
Yeah.
Yeah.
really close to the edge of the
Yeah.
track.
I mean, it's
And that
1955. They didn't even,
grandstand-
I think, have seatbelts in most cars yet by then.
Well, that grandstand was packed.
Yeah, and
no.
'cause
See,
it-
Dad's shaking his head. No, most
He
cars
can
didn't have
remember.
seatbelts.
Back in my day.
And you got to, like, there's that many people there to watch it because it's not like the kids want to stay at home and
Oh my
get on
God,
the phone.
there's
There's
kids
nothing.
in the crowd.
Entertainment was to go to the race.
Yeah, the only thing you would hope is that the kids, because they're on standing, they're not sitting, they're like standing up watching because they'd just come past like the start line and gone around the corner, and then you just see parts flying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're hoping the kids are at a low enough level that the adults are higher. But it was, I just went, oh my God, like you just see parts.
82 spec. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of
That's a
people.
lot of people.
Jesus.
And then the
I
injured as
understand
well.
why they would
and the
pull
trauma
out.
from it all the people that saw it. It's like
And Le Mans is such a massive,
spectacle. At the
Race.
time, it was the biggest race in the world.
yeah, it's still quite big.
It is.
now.
It's still huge. Le Mans is massive.
So that must have had a massive impact on motorsport for now,
Yeah.
which like the barriers
Yeah.
have changed. Because even now, I was talking to my mum earlier, the Isle of Man, they're literally standing
right there.
on the track looking
Yeah.
for the bikes to come through.
Yeah.
And rally racing,
Yeah.
exactly the same.
Oh.
Yeah.
Literally, this is what happens when spectators are so close.
Yeah. But I think I saw one rally race. There's like might be a ribbon stopping people from like stepping out onto the road.
Yeah, but they're like
But
hanging
that was
over
like-
the barrier to watch
Yeah.
it. That would
Especially
be
in
me.
like Europe and
Yeah.
Scandinavian
Like the
countries, they
woods and
love that
stuff.
kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
They have zero thoughts for their safety.
And it just takes a split second for something to go wrong.
Yeah. Oh my
And then
God.
something like this happens.
Yeah, I mean, it did. It was a split second. I mean, 82 people would have been, if not dead, very, very
No,
badly
that's
injured.
82 dead.
82
That's not
dead.
like Matt said,
Yeah.
you know, people that
A
survived
couple hundred
it.
all up, probably.
Oh my
There was
God.
hundreds of people
Yeah.
in this grandstand and parts were just going everywhere.
Oh, people walking around with shrapnel in their fucking bodies.
Yeah, there was a massive, like, it must have been like the side of the car or something, and it is a huge bit, and you just see it flying through the air.
God.
I was going to say, do you remember that? You were only a baby.
No, it was
But
the
see,
year he was
back
born.
then, like
Safety
World
was
War
not
II
there.
had just finished,
It
and
had, yeah.
people were used to accepting trauma, I guess.
Yeah, I wonder if that would have had an impact on them. Like, they're just seeing so much nastiness. What, 48 is when the war ended?
Yeah, I think so.
It was
yeah.
4
It
years
wasn't long.
later.
And they're
So
in
none of them
Europe,
would
so
have recovered.
all them European countries are all used
And
to it.
would have been like, oh, this is a really fun event. Let's all go and take our families. Oh, it's a bad one.
It is a bad one, that one.
Did the driver died?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
A couple of them, maybe.
The drivers.
Oh, couple
A couple of
drivers.
drivers, because he got into another car.
Oh, and that's
I
what
think,
caught
yeah.
fire.
I think there was two of them involved.
They would have had to hit pretty
Can't
hard
remember.
for the amount of speed and distance that shrapnel was going.
God.
And see, back then, they're still going fast.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have been doing the speeds of today, but they're still doing
but they would be
250
going
kilometres an
fucking
hour.
quick, yeah.
Whatever they're doing, it's
Saying that,
it's
I
enough.
was watching, it was a Red Bull video that they put out the other day of the 18-year-old new Red Bull driver, that Arvid someone, and Max. And they had a group of cars. There was like a V8 supercar. There was a 1901, and they had to pick cars and do challenges. Well, there was a car from 1986 versus, I think it was like a 2014, and the 86 car beat them.
Yeah, right.
So the speed that you could still go
yeah.
back then, even now, are beating today's technology. These would have been going a good speed. Ooh, it's so bad.
That's horrible. All those poor people.
But yeah, so there was massive changes to spectator safety, which is, now you'll see the crowds are quite far back.
Yes, and there's barriers.
There's barriers,
There's
safety
the big
fence.
screen
Yeah.
barriers, barriers separating cars from the crowds, safer pit lane and track layouts. So that would have been even more so when the chicane one happened, just layouts of tracks changing. And I noticed that they're putting gravel, they're taking like some gravel away or bringing gravel into certain Formula One tracks
Yeah.
for like safety.
Is
to
that for
slow 'em
slowing
I
down?
guess.
Yeah, gravel
Kind of-
trap. Yeah.
Oh, kind of like they do for trucks.
Oh, yeah, and that, like
Yeah, yeah. I guess.
yeah, like
I
the one
worked.
on-
That's
I
a
worked
good
in-
reference, I suppose.
Okay, look, I worked in trucking for a long
There's one
time.
on Albany
It's my
Highway.
one
Yeah.
reference I've got.
Yeah.
the truck arrested bay thing. Or the
Yeah,
truck
it's
thing on Albany
yeah. So
Highway.
it's like how they
So a
slow
gravel
down.
trap is like an arrestor bay.
Yeah,
Yeah. So all of them
it's
sort
the
of
only
things. are
reference I've
happening.
got. Shush.
But yeah. That's a pretty severe one.
Oh, that was awful.
The next one. Let's get to the next
Okay,
one.
Top
What's
Fuel.
the next one?
Top Fuel.
Top Fuel 2008, Scott Catalita.
Kalida. Yep.
Okay. So at extreme speed, his engine failed and his parachutes did not deploy, leading to a crash beyond the shutdown area, and he hit a camera tower and killed him. Yeah, that killed him. His engine explosion damaged the de-acceleration systems, and the car kept powering due to a locked clutch. So this is what Kyle drives.
Okay. So what does that mean? His car just kept driving?
Kept on motoring through, yeah.
And so at the finish line, they're going over 500 and something kilometres an hour.
Are you fucking kidding?
And I don't know what the distance between the end of the track and the very end of the track is, but it's not long.
No.
Not when you're doing that speed.
No.
So they, at the end of the Motorplex, they have a sand trap.
Yeah.
So it's sand, and then you've got like a net.
Yeah.
And so that's like your first hit, and then you've got another net and tyres and all this other stuff.
To stop you going.
So if you go through that first line of safety or whatever,
Yeah.
you've got then the next. This guy would not. He was going so
So-
fast.
Oh,
Like, I
God.
know I followed him a little bit because his cousin Doug Kalida, he used to race USAC sprints and midgets in America.
Yeah.
Won championships and stuff. So because he was related to a dirt track guy,
You followed
and then
them.
Doug went and raced drags as well. But
Did he?
yeah, so he kind of just followed him a bit. And
So
DHL sponsored.
he was already gone, and the car was still driving.
No,
No,
he
he
been
was
able
still
to stop
alive trying to stop it, and it's still powering through, and
So-
the chutes didn't work, and nothing worked.
it.
Nothing.
So he hit the camera tower, and that
And
spot
that
would have
killed him.
probably. I don't know.
Maybe.
Because you can
Dunno.
see video footage of it, but you can't see
The end of it.
the end of it
Right.
because it was in like camera technology wasn't still the greatest back then. But they're going at such a speed.
I did watch some of the videos. I did not watch all. I couldn't after
and these guys
the last cup. I just went. I can't. I need to stop because it was
pretty
a lot.
pretty horrendous.
It was pretty horrendous.
But these are literally a bomb. These cars.
Yeah.
They've got nitro.
Yeah.
Which is highly flammable.
flammable massively. It's basically,
And he was traveling at such a speed,
Yeah.
it caught
Super,
on fire.
super fast.
and he was gone by the time it blew up. Right?
I'd assume.
I hope.
I don't know. I don't want to think.
I don't
Don't
want to
know.
think that poor
But
guy.
this had some massive changes in Top Fuel, and still one that is very predominant today, which is they've changed the race length from 1,320 feet to a 1,000-foot race.
Okay.
Because you're travelling already at such a speed at 1,000 foot,
Yeah.
it's
To
unsafe.
shorten the track a little bit.
So
So they've shortened it, so you shut your engine off way
what's the relevance
sooner.
of 1320?
That's a full
That's
quarter
a full
mile.
Quarter mile.
Quarter mile.
So it's
They've brought it back now.
an eighth of a mile. No, what is it that is 1,000 foot? I don't know.
Don't know.
They call it in foot and something, but yeah, they shut off early.
Okay.
Then the full people go, oh, they don't go to the end. They don't go to the lights, where the
Yeah.
time comes up.
Yeah, because they don't want death, mate. That's why.
Yeah,
Like-
so they can
But it just, you're not going quite as fast, and it gives you more room to try and
slow down.
sort it out somehow.
Yeah,
and
when
they-
things
I
go
mean,
wrong.
if the worst will happen and there's no, like, the brakes fail and the fucking parachute doesn't work, you've still got options, I suppose.
But there's also now, like I'm pretty sure when Kyle comes in, we can check. Tyson's put a cutoff. I think it's like a cutoff, like electrical thing that if something happens on his car, it automatically cuts his car off
ignition
with
cut.
any power.
Oh.
It was an
Ignition cut.
yeah. So
it just kills
shuts
the motor.
everything,
Kills the motor. Kills everything.
Oh. Tyson, that's very clever.
which is I think every one of them has something like that now.
Yeah.
Like it just shuts off any power to it, so it just
You're basically driving a rocket at that point. That thing is
And
a
you've gotta
fucking
slow it
rocket.
down.
Yeah.
You have to admit. Like, that thing is insane.
Yeah.
they're making 11,000 horsepower
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
in 3.8 seconds. They do 1,000 foot.
Jesus.
Kind of want to have as much safety as
Yeah.
possible.
Put some wings on it. That thing will definitely take off.
Scott's dad was like a champion. Connie Kalida, he was a champion drag racer as well.
Yeah.
So it's not like they weren't.
It's not like he didn't know
He
what he was
knew,
doing,
he
but it's
knew.
just that
It's
all the
just-
engines just
it
things
happens.
happened.
Yep.
It's a freak accident. Like no one can the clutch, because I've seen a clutch lock before when Yatesy's been doing it, and it's like they weld themselves together because of the heat. They get
What?
so hot. That's right, isn't it? And they literally, like, it gets so hot when they take the clutch off and they bring it back. it's literally like no one can go near it. It's so hot.
Jesus, I had no idea.
Yeah. Anyway, so stricter engine RPM limits, which I assume it wouldn't be able to, I don't know how they rev, is apparently one of the things. Improved parachute systems and longer and safer shutdown areas, which is why they've brought it back to 1,000 foot. But I didn't know this until I'd seen this, and I always wondered why they didn't keep going until the end line. And I was like, oh, they must have something must have happened. But now I know when top fuelers run, they don't run full track.
Yeah.
But they stop pretty damn quick when they do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's terrifying though. Jesus.
That was the crash that changed it all.
Yeah.
So that would have saved, or will now save so many lives if something was to go wrong and they have that extra space to stop or slow down.
And then all those things in place to sort of slow
because
the
of
car
this
down if the worst to happen.
That's what changed it and made it safe. So it keeps people like Kyle safe.
Yeah.
Next one. Oh, someone's being clever out the front.
Oh, it's just trucks.
A funny car. So this is kind of the same body as what Jess
Yeah.
races.
Is it a nitro funny car or was it a...
John Force would be
Yeah.
nitro.
Yeah?
So John Force is like one of the
I'm
most
new, okay? I'm learning things.
famous drag racers.
Yeah, definitely.
in America.
Okay.
Who can you compare him to?
Well, his daughter Brittany is the top fuel driver that literally
all
is
his daughters have
smashing
raced.
every record in top fuel.
Okay, cool.
And she's very pretty too. Brittany, I follow her.
Irrelevant, but yes,
Yeah.
very pretty.
Well, you just you see a very pretty girl getting into a race car and you go, oh, they're not going to do great. You know, that stigma.
Oh, yeah,
of a girl
massively.
not
There's
doing great
always
in a
going to
top
be
fuel
stigma
that she
around women in
freaking
cars.
smashes
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So it's her dad.
What happened with John?
So a massive engine explosion sent the car across the track into multiple wall impacts. So it's like wall.
Oh, God.
At high speed, and it was linked to a mechanical limits combined with high speeds, and his hand injury complicated using the brake.
So he already had a hand
injury, and he couldn't pull the brake.
Not
Plus, in that
hard enough.
setting,
Did he survive?
Yeah.
Did he just retire?
Not sure.
He raced. He still raced right up until I think last year
Not
he was
long ago.
racing.
Wow.
But he's like the name in drag racing. If you say John Force, everyone probably knows who he is.
Yeah.
Sorry, John. I'm learning. don't get mad at me. I didn't
Like,
know who
what's the
I know who you are
comparison?
now.
Like Peter Brock and Bathurst.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know Brock.
Orlando, no.
No.
To be fair, I didn't know who Lando was till I met you.
Yeah.
Max Verstappen. Everyone knows who Max is.
Yeah, I can hear him giggling in the background there.
So things that changed for that impact on safety is that he helped develop an engine backfire sensor that automatically shuts off fuel and deploys the parachutes.
Fuck yeah, John.
So all of those cars, I don't know if they have it here.
I think they would by now. I'm not sure.
It'd be worldwide. I'd assume it'd be a certain sensor that is wired in that automatically shuts off fuel and deploys the parachutes. Quite possibly could be kind of what Kyle has that shuts off the engine if it notices something's wrong.
Oh,
That could be what it is.
that's
Don't
cool.
know.
That's cool.
Chassis were built stronger, improved body tethers.
Now, what's a body tether?
So a funny car is the one when the engine blows up or they crash or whatever, you see the body fling
Oh,
off.
yeah.
The
Front
thing
comes
that
up or
holds
the whole
them,
body
those
gets
straps.
thrown off. Yeah,
Yeah.
just tethers to
I
hold
just,
it.
yeah. I've
Keep it
always-
attached to the car so it
Really?
doesn't end up in the crowd.
Yeah, I do.
is it
I do
like
a lot
a-
of drag cars. I've never asked. Apart from, I was like, "What are those things for?" And they say, "Oh, it stops the engine from blowing out the
Oh,
engine."
I wondered how they locked the body in. So it's a tether.
You need to speak to your husband. He works on it all the time.
No, because I just always thought
I'm
they
not
were
a drag
straps.
car guy.
So I mean, when the drag guys would come in, we knew a guy who actually blew his engine out of the whole thing, out of the engine bay. The
Imagine
engine
that
went,
whole engine. being
no,
like-
the engine went flying because the car just blew up. They
There's
went,
a lot of pressure in there.
yeah.
that
some
amount
of
of-
those guys are
That amount of horsepower,
Yeah.
power, and there's
they're revving those damn engines hard, and they
just
just
a
go
lot of pressure
bang.
involved.
Yeah.
And they did better fuel containment, which I assume would be what fuel's kept in.
Yeah, but probably and like shutting off the fuel
Yeah.
to the engine.
Yeah.
This
They'd
is where
have to-
technology is good for the sport.
Because
People who
I'm
don't
assuming,
it.
like, and I could be entirely wrong because obviously you've got fuel going through some tubes to the engine, right?
Yep,
And if
from
your
the tank.
engine starts,
And compresses it.
fuel goes up the pipes, and the fire goes back up the pipes.
No, it doesn't.
No,
do
it
that.
doesn't. Oh, thank God. I'd be like, fuck. Because obviously, fuel being flammable.
That's me how I'd think it works.
Hey, that's how I thought it would work. Like you wouldn't want like the
I got
engine
as far as
to.
it getting into the engine and the compression, and it goes bang.
Well,
I don't
something.
know what happens after
No,
that.
no. Like if an engine caught fire, I would assume that the flames would go back up the pipes to the back where the
would it
fuel's
go?
being kept.
Hey, it
Out
doesn't
the
go
body,
back
the
up the
whole
fuel
thing
line
just
pipes.
goes bang.
I'm
Maybe.
assuming the whole car just going to catch fire. That's all.
And then it had upgraded fire suppression systems.
Yep.
So do you
Do you know
have
what
anything?
that is? Nah. Sprint cars do, but only recently.
Really?
We don't in formulas. Nah.
You just wait until someone comes over with a fire
I don't
extinguisher.
know. I've not been on fire, so I don't know.
Tap wood.
touch
Do
wood.
it immediately.
I've done most
Sorry if
things.
That's got a really bad bang. Sprint cars do. They
Yeah, sprint cars. I
hammer.
think they do now. Yeah.
Jesus.
They seem very simple. Sprint cars. Your car seems way more complicated than a sprint car. So I thought yours was
Technology-wise, yeah, probably, yeah.
because there are some people who are really against technology in the sport, but this goes to show that technology is actually
It's important.
Improving it?
Safety-wise,
It's a
improved
safety
it
thing.
heaps,
Yeah.
even like things with the fuel tech system. You can have things on your fuel tech, can't you, that you can, if it shows like a certain temperature, it can cut out things and
Low fuel pressure, it'll cut the engine.
yeah, so it protects not
low
only
oil pressure.
your
sorry.
car, it protects you for something
Yep.
from happening.
Oh,
which is
yeah, and
technology.
protects the engine as well.
So yeah, it does a lot of good things. Technology.
Right, we're going to this one.
Yeah. Francois.
Francois Savert.
Okay, this
Sever?
is you.
So it was a long time before I was born.
Oh no, this is that one, isn't it?
And I can remember seeing it replayed. It must have been like the 10-year anniversary. It was on Wide World of Sports, I think.
Yeah.
I can remember seeing it and going, that's amazing. Like,
That started his obsession.
started my obsession with race car crashes and in particular fatalities. Yeah, so he was at Watkins Glen in the USA and just basically went through what we're talking about before, the Armco barrier, and went straight between it, and it just straight
Decapitated
him.
Oh
Took the
my
top half of the car
God.
off.
It is the most
So
can
the
see
barrier,
the-
are we talking like the
steel
metal?
barrier. Sheared him in
straight through.
from here.
So he was
Yeah, I didn't watch that one.
he was going to be better than Lando.
Yeah.
He they had like, you read about him now and he was like a future
Who did he
world
race
champion.
for?
It was for
This is in 1973.
Tyrrell,
Okay.
maybe. I'm not sure. I'd have to check. It was a blue car,
Yeah.
which means it was probably a Tyrrell. So
Mm.
yeah,
It's you go on YouTube, you can see the aftermath, and they're very, very graphic
yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
The-
Massively. But
Oh.
obviously, like, they want to get on the track fast because they don't want spectators seeing.
And I think like Jackie Stewart was kind of his. You would know that
Mm-hmm.
name, Jackie Stewart. Yeah. He was kind of his mentor.
He's in his late 90s now, isn't he?
Yeah, yep.
Jackie
He's
Stewart.
one of the very few that survived
He
that
loves
whole.
Lando.
Yeah, Jackie got through it unscathed, pretty much. So
So he was racing.
he was racing at the time. Yeah, yep.
Oh, wow.
He was his teammate.
Really?
Maybe? I'm not sure. I'd have to Google it, but
Because I forget 73 was not 20 odd 5 years ago or whatever.
nah, it was quite a while ago,
50 years ago.
more than 50.
53.
So then that's when they started. After that, they started working on the barriers a bit better.
Yeah.
It's still
would have
not
been
great.
Just before Senna.
Oh no, this is
When was Senna's?
we're 30 years before Senna's was 1994, so we're 21 years later.
Who was that I'm thinking of? I don't know.
But yeah, so
Oh, the next one down is who I'm thinking of. That was
yeah,
a few
Tom
years
Price,
later.
yeah.
They needed
Basically
to do
the
something.
barriers, yeah, they realised that hey,
It's not
we
good.
can't have this happening all the time. So, and I think Jackie Stewart was a big pusher of like, let's make the track safer for us because
So they
too
went
many
from
of us
them
are
to
dying.
concrete. block?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
This is what you see a lot of the concrete, or there's they kind of like heaps of rows of tires.
Yeah, putting the tyres, it's
banners.
like makes it a big cushion, basically.
Yeah.
And around that time in the 70s and late 60s, I think they used to use like mesh spikes, like spiked into the ground with a mesh running through it, like maybe 6 or 7 rows.
Oh wow.
And that to try and catch the cars.
Yeah.
But I guess that was probably too messy. And then after the Armco barrier.
So you'll notice as well now with a lot of races, it says in here the increased focus on barriers and runoff areas.
Yeah.
There are heaps of runoff areas now on races. So the runoff areas is if there's like a really, I guess like a sharp turn.
Yep.
There's an essential piece of track that they can run off.
Yeah.
So in the spots that they...
So it's not like if there's a sharp turn, there's a barrier or a concrete
which
or
it used to
anything.
be.
I mean, Monaco,
Right, yeah.
they can't really
Monaco,
do
they can't do
Monaco,
much,
like
but
street circuits.
Yeah.
They can't do as much, but there are runoff. Like
they try and put them in there,
laneways
yeah,
a
little
bit, but
laneways.
the big tracks.
So if the guys outbreak themselves, they've still got somewhere to go.
Somewhere to
without
go.
crashing.
Without
Although there was
ploughing into a fucking concrete wall.
Yeah.
who is the Sauber driver that had a really bad crash at the end of last year? Bortoletto. Did you see the Bortoletto crash?
Last year, yeah, I know that one.
It was towards the end of the year, and he came around a corner. I think it was wet. It was like Brazil or somewhere South America, and he hit the barrier. And how he walked away from that and raced the next day, and they rebuilt that car. It went to like smithereens.
Jesus.
But they build them now to do that so that the energy is dissipated
Yeah.
with the broken parts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
It's crazy how things have changed so much from like this to now.
Even up to the point of like the way that they build cars now.
And the new
in
regulations.
Yeah,
this
exactly.
year as
Like
well.
they'd have to put things in place to know that if this car hits a particular, substrate, or if it hits a wall, or if it hits a fence, or if it hits, they'd have to test this shit,
yeah,
right?
they test it all, yeah.
They test it on every kind of surface.
Yeah.
You know how, depending on how you finish in Formula One, they get like a budget allowance for the next year.
Yep.
Would that include safety within that, or would they get,
I
or
don't
would
know.
someone else do the safety?
No, I don't know. I think each team would have
Or
certain
there'd be
budget
like
for safety.
the
But
FIA would do
the
the
FIA would
safety.
test their parts.
Yeah.
Like the monocoque would get tested.
What's that?
That's the bit they sit in.
Okay. Like the cockpit.
The cockpit,
Oh,
where their
really
legs go.
childish
All
now,
the
but I'm
suspension hangs off the front end. But yeah,
Oh wow.
the monocoque.
Monica, I am learning new
not.
words.
Everyone stop saying
Okay. So anyway, it's a safety cell. There you go.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
Oh, that's what the safety cell is.
Yeah. So they would have to build one, and then it'd go get tested to make sure it complies.
Because I know I was reading up about their wiring, because they advertise quite a lot for people to do wiring on their cars. Like they advertise for electricians, and some of the things that you have to know about are things that we use for drag racing. So like fire retardant hosing and stuff like that. So if any of our drag cars would catch fire, you would have more of a limit of time to get out of the car before it would get to the wiring. And like DR25, which is the sleeving Tyson puts over his things, that's got a fire rating, and you have to have an extensial experience in knowledge to build a Formula One
Which is why Tyson is
harness.
Gotcha.
And that must be the reasoning, like all these little safety features make their cars.
And they would be
better
extremely
and
complicated,
better and better. Massively.
highly complicated wiring.
Tyson's tried to explain things to me a couple of times, and I'm just like, no. Like your level of smart that I just
But
don't.
that's the kind of stuff that they would need.
Yeah.
So, and then it also highlighted the dangers of limited medical response at some tracks.
At what point does being decapitated? I mean, you can't. Nobody could do anything at that point. You can't.
You need
do
a trauma
anything.
response team.
You need a trauma response
On
team,
site
but you
very
can't do
quickly.
anything with a decapitation. Like the most you can do is go over there and put a blanket
stick
over
a blanket over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
because nobody like the
But
most.
they don't carry blankets.
What?
They would have done back then. They would have had something.
They'd have to have something to cover the area.
Like with Kip, who we did an episode with, he's a flag marshal.
Yeah.
Whether they would have something at their station that if something was to happen in front of them, that they have, because they're not medically trained, they don't have a medical person with them when they're doing flags.
They normally have like white tarps or something.
I wonder if that would be like a thing in their little
Kit
hut. So
bag.
if something happened,
Yeah,
they
in the
could
event
run.
of a decapitation,
Do it.
please place the white tarp over the body. Like, it's very macabre.
Follow protocol 1, 3, and 5.
Like, Jesus. Sorry, Mum.
And
I'm
he's checking
actually-
through his kit bag. Where's my white tarp?
Where's the white
Mum
tarp?
forgot to pack it. I mean, I'm going to ask him.
Yeah.
Some guy goes flipping down the road. Fuck, I didn't bring my white tarp.
I bought the black one
Can't find my
instead.
white tarp.
Bought my pink one.
We're sorry, folks. We're all a little dark.
You got to have humour.
We got to have some
do.
humour. Otherwise, you'll cry.
Yeah. Like, yeah. So that was full on. All these seem to be quite Formula One related.
Yeah.
It's kind of
Yes.
dangerous.
It is a dangerous sport, but the thing is that motorsport is dangerous. Even with everything
In place.
in place, all the new
There's always a risk.
fandangled safety
There's
shit,
always a risk.
there's a risk.
And this is also, I was talking to my mum, these people that sit in front of a TV yelling at the screen, oh, you should have taken that corner there, you should have done there. They don't do the risk assessment before a race or driving that car to even have a say in it. No. Because people were like going nuts, aren't they, behind the TV?
Even like at the
People do
speedway,
that
you
at
watch
the football. It
you watch
doesn't
a
matter.
sprint car feature race, and people are saying, "Why isn't he doing this? Why isn't he doing that?" I'm like, "Do you know how hard those things are to drive?"
Yeah. And the risk, like, do
Well,
you assess risk
Nah.
when you're driving?
Nah.
You just go
No,
for
you-
it.
You just try and what?
But what if you see a crash
Hold
in
on.
front of you? Like,
No,
put
you
your
try
foot down
and you
hold
try and
on
miss
to
it so that you don't damage your own car.
You're thinking about the car noise.
Yeah, well, because you want to finish the race or you want to win the
True.
race or whatever. So you don't know because all you think about is how can I
Win.
get this thing around the track
But your
faster.
adrenaline would be like peaking when you're driving. No,
Not his, he's a freak, but
don't know.
other people maybe.
No, maybe I don't know.
Maybe
You
that's
don't
what
you don't
makes a
think
good
about it,
racer,
right?
is
So
that you can handle the adrenaline.
Well,
just-
we
you're
were talking about that.
thinking
before.
about how to go fast or stay fast
Yeah.
or what's better.
Oh, there's just so many things, but people don't understand that you're putting your life at risk when you're racing, and they think, oh, they're not doing it, they're not going fast enough, they're not doing that. It's not as easy as what people see on TV.
No,
So all of these things that
if it was easy, everyone would do it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'd like to see a lot of these people who bag out.
No, even if it
races.
was easy, I feel like no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Yeah,
It's
but
not.
people just bag out races.
I'll watch.
and they don't
I'll sit on the
understand.
sides. I'm
Yeah.
good.
But yeah, the next one, this is bad as well.
It's bad.
Hey, all
So
of them
we're
have been bad.
1977 here, so
So this is what, 5?
it's not that far out of the 80s,
No.
which I can remember pretty
4
well.
years
Yeah.
after this guy has just been decapitated at a race.
Yeah. So this is Tom Price at
Something.
Kyalami in South
Or
Africa.
something
Yeah.
else
So
happens.
he had broken down, and he might
like
have
a top
just
of a hill.
started to catch fire,
Yeah, he was.
or there was a risk of it.
No, he was. They were running over to him for.
Yeah, and
fire.
there's already another marshal on the same side that he'd pulled over to, and the marshal from the other side of the track was a young guy.
Oh,
There was two
Has
of them.
decided I've got to get to the car. I'm going.
oh no.
So one's
Just
carrying-
as Tom Price was coming over the hill,
there
and he's
was
carrying
two.
it.
One was carrying a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Missed him by that much.
Whatever. Yeah.
Oh,
There was
a couple
another
inches.
kid behind him.
Yeah. And he got hit.
Cut him in half.
Took
Oh
him out.
my god!
Yeah.
Cut him in half.
Pretty much. Yeah.
You see the video.
It's on
when he
YouTube.
goes
It's
flying.
wicked.
Yeah, no.
It's wicked.
Oh my god.
Like-
It's so graphic.
It's-
Not if you're there seeing
but
it,
that's
but
not
it's
even
like
the worst thing.
No.
so the
this
fire
marshal
extinguisher.
got took out. The
Yeah.
guy running across, and then
Well, at the same time, he was holding a fire extinguisher. It hit the driver in the head and
It
killed the driver straight
driver.
away as well.
What
but the driver's
fuck?
still under power
Yeah.
in the car, dead.
Yeah,
So he carries on going down the hill,
but he's
Into-
dead.
and
into
crashes.
Oh my god.
It's yeah.
That's.
You remember that one?
Yep.
Oh my god. That's
But
insane.
it's. I don't even know why they made the call to cross on a live track.
I guess the
Frankly,
marshals are there
sometimes-
and they know their job and
They
they're
know
all
their job.
excited about what's happening. And
Yeah.
We get to
if
go out.
we've got to be involved. Oh, we've got to
We're
help
on
him.
TV.
Yeah.
And that you just go.
Not realizing how fast those
And
fucking
that's the
cars
thing.
are
If he's
going.
inexperienced, he's a young kid. If he's inexperienced, he doesn't know that, hey, I don't have those seconds to get across.
So if it was just the guy holding the extinguisher,
Yeah.
he would have just made it.
Yeah,
It was the guy who was
Guy
literally
behind
a
him.
foot behind him.
and he just
But
young
in that
kid.
hit, it's taken the fire extinguisher out of the guy in front of him's hand, and
Yeah.
it's awful.
Got him straight in the head.
Oh my god.
And I mean, this isn't that far away. Like, this is
No,
still
we're only
like
like-
drivers that
Yeah.
are alive and talk about it.
Yeah.
But this one frightens me because being an official at supercars
Yeah,
and
fuck
stuff,
that.
you can see how easy it is
How
for someone to make a
quick.
mistake as an official,
Yeah.
and it's your life.
Not
So,
only yours, but that driver got killed. Like,
Yeah.
how? Like,
he was
that's
just in the wrong place at
Just,
the wrong
yeah,
time.
it's bad luck.
God.
It wasn't even involved. It wasn't even on fire.
He
Had
wouldn't
nothing to
have
do with it.
even had a
No.
time, because it was at the crest of a hill, he wouldn't have even had time to react or
But that guy must have pulled over for a certain period of time. How do they not radio and say?
didn't have
1977.
radios back then.
They didn't.
No.
When did they start getting radios?
Would have been not long after that. Maybe they might have had something, but it wasn't enough
They
to.
have the boards, don't they, that they hold out?
Well,
Wasn't
it
enough to
does
communicate
say
to-
that there
No.
was after that
Technology
accident,
wasn't there,
They did
right?
have
And they probably weren't
improved-
even really using lights, and they're still doing
Oh,
flags and
yeah.
stuff.
Here we
It
go.
does say there was
improved race
improved.
control and communication systems.
There you go.
So maybe
So-
that's what started off them having
And training marshals.
Yeah.
big
And
time. The training you have to go through to get your official's license is pretty full on. Kip, the guy that we had in the other day, he is a flag marshal. So at his station, there would be flag marshals, medic crews, or like fire crews. Like, we have them on the start line, and they're allowed to stay on the wall and watch. We have to stand back. So we're not allowed to be where the barrier is. Some people get away with it, but you're not supposed to. You're meant to take a step back and you cross like a road width. So if they hit that barrier, it's not going to directly impact you. Whereas
Jeez,
the fireys have to stay there.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
ready to go.
They're ready to go.
But unfortunately, I wonder if now they have fireys on either side of the track, like, I guess, the infield of the track and the out. So if
Yeah.
something pulled on that side, there's fire marshals there. But if it was on the outside of the track,
I only know with the burnouts because like they were literally to me in seconds.
yeah,
like,
she caught fire and
I
burnt
caught
out
fire.
car.
Well, my arm hairs caught fire. I got hot and I was like, "Ooh!" And then all of a sudden, it was the fire marshal blowing the fire out, and I was like, "Oh, we're on fire!" So I had no idea.
So in that instance, would they call a red flag now if there was a car on fire?
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
They'd have
Or everyone
to.
would,
Well, especially in Formula One, though, radio control straight away.
yeah, like
Or
it's
to
on
be-
the left-hand side,
Yeah,
on
and
this turn.
it'd be full course yellow, and then probably go red.
Yeah. So they would slow right down.
If you're you know a chance of the car to blow up and then cause damage to other people
There's
and other
marshals
cars.
crossing, and they call it a live track, I've heard. Because there was a couple of races, I think, it was one of the races last year, there was marshals on the track,
Yeah.
as Liam Lawson was coming around.
Yeah, that was in Japan, I think.
Was
yeah.
it?
Oh my god.
And they were like, what is he doing on the track? And he'd been given permission to cross. But Liam Lawson, if he would have been going faster and on a different line, he would have taken him out.
Yep.
God.
So it's still happening.
Yeah.
Why they did it, I don't know. But yeah, you're not allowed to go on a live track.
No.
Like, it's rule 101. Imagine someone going out on a speedway track while you're racing. That's just stupidity.
Speedway's a bit different though, because it's so small, everyone can see.
Yeah.
But then we still have to be careful. Like, we'll get the call over our headset that it's yellow, 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 or red, red, red.
Oh, so they're quick about it.
They're pretty quick about it, yeah. And even if we're still rolling around, they'll say marshal on the track.
I didn't
tell
know
us.
this. You have like race control.
We have
in
race
your
seeker,
ear.
yeah. So race control can talk to us,
Yeah, but you can't.
but we can't communicate back.
Okay.
So, because when we went to, I think the last meet, one of my friends took me into the race control tower, and I got to see how they do it. And I didn't realise that they can talk to you. I didn't know that you wore anything that you could hear, a radio or someone.
Why don't they let the drivers be able to talk to the control center?
taking over them?
There's nothing we have to say that
What if there was
It's
what
their
if there was
rules.
something going on inside your you were like you
Right, you can
lost
pull up.
control?
So no, you can pull up if you've got an issue. You can pull up at the start finish line and get the official that's there to come and talk to you and say,
Okay.
But there was a thing that I read on a sprint car guy pulled in to say there was debris on the track or something, and they
Yeah.
disqualified him.
yeah,
And that's that you're allowed to come in and say if there's
that
something, yeah?
was a mistake by
Was
the
it?
officials, I believe. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
So he's just lost
Bet
his
that
race.
official. Yeah, bet that official got in trouble.
maybe it just depends. So sprint cars are only allowed 2 starts. So if you spin out, they'll start you again. But if you spin out again, you're
You're off.
disqualified.
Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you use one of them starts to
Come in and say
pull
there's a
up to the
problem.
official, to whinge to the official that,
Yeah,
then-
it's not fair.
yeah,
But this was because there was debris
Debris
or
on the
something
track.
on the track or
yeah.
something like
Not
that.
sure.
There's like
Don't know the full story, but yeah.
No, because I read it and I was like, I didn't even know that you were allowed to come in and say there was a problem. Because they tell you.
And see, a sprint car, once for them to pull up to talk to someone, they got to pull out of gear, shut the car down
Oh.
because
Like
they don't
you
have a
gotta
clutch.
turn the car
There's
off.
no gearbox. There's no clutch. So
Oh.
So it's just one.
it's
thing.
a drive line from the back of the engine crank.
I didn't know
Oh.
that.
Between your legs
like
into
the
the
go
diff.
karts.
No, nothing like a go-kart.
No, like because they start with a key.
No.
No, not like a key, but like the
No.
machine key.
They'd
So
still go
sprint
through
car's got a little lock on the back of the diff that locks it into gear, and you've
Okay.
got a little controller near your right knee.
Okay.
So you lock it in, and then to get started, the push ute will come up behind you, and
Push
you're in
start you.
gear, and the engine turns over as soon as the wheel starts spinning. The engine's turning over.
And they push start you.
Yeah.
So there's
What-
like a
once you
car,
get-
a ute comes up and pushes them. I wonder why they did that.
Oh.
Once you get enough
okay.
oil pressure, you just bang and off
And
you
it's
go.
one thing the
Okay.
whole.
And then
Now I
you're
get
in
it.
gear. That's it.
So you only have one gear.
You got a throttle and a brake.
How do they? I was gonna say they slow down, but you're still in the same gear.
You slow down, and they can slow down enough, and like the
Before they-
motor just chug. But
Right,
eventually, if you
okay.
slow down, it'll stall,
It'll
and
just
then
stall in. Okay.
then you got to pull it out of gear, get another start. So
And which
I
is
did
why
not
they've
know
only
that.
got 2, because otherwise, they'd
Yeah.
be coming out onto the track trying to start fucking cars all the time.
That's
Yeah,
why they're
pretty much.
just full ball
Gotcha.
the whole way. Really.
yeah,
Yeah, I'd last about a half a minute.
Question: if there's a red flag and you have to stop, does that push then class as one of your 2? Okay.
Good to know.
because if the race has 3 red flags, then everybody's disqualified.
Yeah.
Who's in the
That
front
does not
gets
make
the
any
points.
sense.
All right.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Quick go. Ronnie Peterson.
Yes.
So tell us about Ronnie Peterson.
Swedish.
Swedish?
Another Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Because
He was driving a Lotus 79, the most famous and beautiful Formula 1 car ever made.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll take your word on that one.
Black JPS sponsorship.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Italian Grand Prix, was it?
Yeah, the Italian Grand Prix
1978.
1978.
So what? 2 years after?
Good year. Good year that year.
Is that the year you were
That
born?
is the year I was born, yes.
Oh,
So it's not long after, right? So things are still pretty average safety-wise. It was at the start, I think.
Yeah.
So Formula 1 cars, often a lot of them would stall, or there'd be 1 or 2 would stall at the start.
yeah.
And that leaves them sitting, and by the time the cars further back get to them, they're already doing a couple of 100 kilometres an hour. So
they just plow.
I think that's what happened. I'm not 100%
It says
sure.
overcrowded run into the first chicane.
Yeah, okay.
After a poor
Might
start.
have just been that, yeah.
A poor start.
He's-
He
survived
got
the initial
he got a
impact.
shitty start.
Yeah.
Um,
But later died in hospital due to complications.
It was
He
like
had-
the next day.
He had a
Yeah.
fat embolism and kidney failure.
yep.
The next day.
Jesus.
So he was conscious as well, I think, in hospital.
Oh,
Think
gosh.
that
You'd
must
have to
be
check that, but yeah.
painful.
So then, but his wife at the time was like a famous model, maybe, or
Yeah.
she ended up committing suicide like
Really?
decades later because of it. Like she went
Oh,
down the
Oh
tube. Yeah,
wow! Was she there and saw it? I guess.
oh, I guess so. Yeah,
Because
Probably
it's the first
went to the
corner,
hospital with
or the
him.
first lap, first corner.
Yeah,
That's in front of everyone.
yeah.
That's like, and it would have been televised. And I notice now on televised, even with your races, if they're televised, there's always a 5 to 10 second delay between live and
So they can cut away if they've got to.
if something happens
Yeah.
bad,
Yeah.
they can cut it
they'd have
and have
to.
time.
Which,
I don't think they would.
for
have
those
that
who
back then.
like
No,
to
not back
watch
then.
the crashes, like me,
Yeah.
Like, damn.
it's disappointing. You're like, damn.
But
They did
someone's
that with
filming
they
it
did
now.
that with Grosjean's crash, I think, a little bit.
Yeah.
After it happened, they filmed it, and then they went, "Oh, we're going to go away for a bit."
And then, because they went to the pit lane and they were filming everyone in a panic.
Yeah.
And you couldn't see it. And then all of a sudden
Then once it got out, they went back to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to be sitting there videoing the
With
car
burning.
burning and then him not getting
Yeah,
out
so
of
that
the
was
car.
that.
Like-
I think fire was the main one for Ronnie Peterson that
Yeah.
got him as well.
Yeah.
But on the first lap, crash in the first corner.
Would have been a big crowd as well, a couple 100,000 probably.
Yeah.
Italian Grand Prix.
And was it the Tifosi? That's what
Yeah,
they're
that's
called.
them.
They're huge. That's Ferrari's like
Supporter fan
supporter.
base.
Yeah, they're called, and
Okay.
they're
Tifosi.
very passionate about Formula One.
Yeah.
Like they turn out in a lot of people.
So how did they improve the start procedures then? If they were like they said that they needed to fix things.
So I know with supercars, don't know if it was because of this. When they start, you have a yellow flag in your hands. Every car along the grid has a yellow flag that you're holding. So there'll be, well, there's 20 cars. So there'll be 10 on this side and 10 on that side. We all hold a yellow flag. We're all face back. Or no, we all face forward. And if the car in front stalls, straight out yellow flag. So your driver sees your yellow flag, does not move.
Oh wow.
So you literally have to be on the ball to watch that car. If that car in front stalls, you've got to warn your driver.
Straight away.
Straight away, you need to stop.
Like
wow.
that car stopped in front of you. So whether a procedure like that came into place because they can't see and you can't get on the radio quick enough.
No.
It wouldn't have been long after that they would have brought in the light system as well, because probably by then, in 78, they were probably still doing it from the flag.
Yeah.
And if you watch any video clip from Formula One in that day, like everybody, somebody jumps it, right? They're all jumping for the flag. So they would have brought in start procedures with the lights to try
And their lights come on their screen. On
Well,
their
they do
steering
now,
wheel, don't
yeah.
they?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
but-
not back in 78.
No, but now they do, so they can.
even 98, there wouldn't have been lights on the dash.
No.
So
Jesus.
But yeah, I know with our flags, we have to watch the car in front, and if it stalls, we had a few straight out yellow flag. You have to fold it a certain way, so when
it drops down
it
straight
drops
away.
quick.
Yeah.
You have to fold it 3 times in a certain way. And
Because, like, as a driver, you're not looking at the car in front of you.
You
You're
see
looking at
yellow
the
flag.
lights. As soon as they go out, you're on the gas,
Yeah.
and you need something, and then you start looking for what's my fastest way through. So
Yeah.
you need something like a yellow flag to drop down to.
Yeah.
To-
Getting your
and you're
Hey,
quite
what's that?
close to where when they pull up to a box. I'll have to find a picture where we're standing. We have certain markers, and there's certain gaps in the fence that you have to stand in. It's like every 2 meters or whatever. There's someone standing with a yellow flag. I think you have 2. And you hold it out, or one goes out and one is up, and then when they go or they stall, straight out. But if you put a yellow flag up and the car hasn't stalled, you get in big trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It's
imagine.
just not going to go down well.
No, I
Race
don't imagine
control
it's going to go
are
down well at
on
all.
you for it.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. So they obviously needed better medical response as well. So obviously, how fast did the medical team get to him?
Probably not very quick, I wouldn't have thought, in 1978.
No.
And they probably wouldn't have had much.
Because it would have taken a while, because obviously they don't have the communication systems in place, a while for them to stop the other drivers, right? And
Yeah,
then
well, that's
somebody
what they
has
had-
to try and get
yeah.
out to
Yeah,
him.
I guess.
Like, so, I mean, we're talking like precious minutes where he
Well,
could
they're
have...
learning from 2 years prior to that. Don't go on a live track.
Yeah, exactly, because you could get
Yeah.
hit.
But you need to get medical attention to him quickly because he's critical.
Yeah.
How do you balance it?
Jesus.
And even I wonder if they then started bringing in helicopters for emergency rescue and all
Yeah.
that kind of stuff, I guess.
Yeah. You were airlifted, weren't you?
No,
No?
not just
Was he
an
out of
ambo.
it in the ambulance? Well, you were quite close to Frio anyway.
Yeah.
You went to Frio?
Yeah, first.
Aggressive.
Yeah?
I heard anyone touching.
No?
Yeah.
You just don't remember any of it?
I've got no idea.
All right.
Oh,
They were to him very quick when he had his accident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The medical team were there
Yeah, right
in a
there.
Very
split
fast.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many medical teams do the Motorplex have to have on site?
There always has to be at least one ambulance.
One in the first aid, one on the infield.
Yeah.
One in first aid,
And
one
if
in
an
yeah.
ambulance-
Ambulance in first aid, ready to go.
Yep.
and then one on the infield to get you off.
So, and if one of
Thanks,
those
Dad.
ambulances go, you have to wait for another one to
come
come
back.
before your race can start.
Okay.
This happened in drag racing when who was it? I think it might have been Andrew Cole, and we had to wait for another ambulance to come to replace the one that's just left.
Oh, wow.
And it's even the same at like a rural speedway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're at, I don't know, Collie Speedway and someone gets hurt, they take the ambulance and then you got to wait
For
an hour for the next one to come back.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
if more than 3 people get hurt, you're stuffed. If you've got 2 ambulances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got no ambulances, it's all bad.
0 ambulances.
Yeah.
So the last one we're going to go through is another.
Oh, actually, we got 2 because you got this one and I
Yeah.
got a MotoGP one.
Oh,
we do
yeah.
have the MotoGP one.
That's the worst.
Right,
Okay.
let's do this one first.
You go. This
Yeah.
is your one again.
So I was a mad keen Greg Moore fan.
Yeah.
So I would have been like late teens, I guess, and it used to be IndyCars were really popular in the 90s.
They're very similar looking to Formula One.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Race on ovals.
What's an IndyCar? Tell
An
me.
IndyCar looks like a Formula One car.
Okay.
Races mainly on big circles.
Yep, yep.
So like a Formula One on a NASCAR track.
There you go. That's
Oh, okay.
simple way. Yeah, that's a
I didn't
simple
even
way
know that.
to.
I was just guessing.
Nice. Nice. You sound
So
smart.
NASCAR and IndyCars race on the same tracks.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
But then
nice.
IndyCars also do street circuits and
Okay,
as well.
yep.
Okay.
But IndyCars are faster than a Formula One car.
Okay.
On an oval, the speeds are pretty high.
Yeah.
Like 350 around
Oh,
that
wow.
mark, I think.
Wow. Fuck off. Like
Yeah,
350
the whole time.
kilometers.
Yeah,
That's
the whole time
fast.
pretty much that they're racing, yeah.
Far out.
So this one, I was a mad fan of Greg Moore,
Yeah.
and they used to put it live on Channel 10 at like 3 in the morning,
Yeah.
and I'd
You were
record.
staying up till 3
No,
in the
I'd
morning.
record it and then watch it. And I saw on the news the next night that he got killed, and I'm like, I've got to watch the replay. But Channel 10 had changed the broadcast time or something. I missed the whole thing. I rang him up, abusing him, going on.
Really?
My favourite driver just got killed.
And you won't
Didn't
let me
even.
see.
I couldn't even record it.
I'm sure
So-
they're like, are you okay? Should we be
Call
concerned?
this number.
Do you need medical assistance?
So obviously, like high speed crashes.
Yeah,
Have
yeah,
you
yeah.
seen it?
No.
It's not good. But he ended up on the inside. He hit the inside barrier. So when you're he was on a big oval track,
Was this
right?
a concrete barrier?
Big, yeah, concrete barrier. But
Yeah.
normally in an IndyCar or NASCAR, if you are on a high speed oval,
You go to the outside.
you spin out, you crash into the outside wall.
Yeah.
This one, I can't remember exactly what happened, but he ended up going across part of the infield and hitting the inside wall at almost like perpendicular to like 90-degree angle and just wrecked the whole thing.
Wow.
So yeah,
But he would have been dead instantly.
yeah.
It says he suffered fatal injuries and died later in hospital.
Okay.
Oh no,
Really
so he was
very-
alive.
No, but
He
He
had
would
to
have
have
been
been
out
out.
of
He
oh
could
yeah,
not
yeah,
have
yeah,
been
yeah.
awake.
No, he was
Loss of
man.
control into a hard barrier with insufficient runoff.
runoff.
Fuck. So
my
that's that thing
God.
you were talking about before, where there's not enough.
Well, there is no runoff.
there
on
is
a
no
Nah,
runoff.
not on an
track.
oval. Yeah, it's hard to have runoff area, right?
Yeah.
So,
You got the infield and the track. Or the
they
crowd.
did change it though. Where was it?
Did they?
Michigan? Where did he crash? I
Dunno.
can't remember the track he crashed at.
Come on, Dad, Google it.
Chicken,
But yeah, they would.
California.
California,
Marlboro 500, California Speedway.
Okay, there you go.
Marlboro 500.
Yeah.
Marlboro 500. So obviously, with the impact on the safety, they've made improvements to like the cockpit protection. So what does that involve? Do you
I
know?
mean, this is only 99.
99. So
Head and neck restraint, which is probably
Yeah.
the big thing.
yeah,
Do they not have any of that before?
No,
that
it's
wouldn't
only
have
been around probably since Dale Earnhardt's NASCAR crash. After that was what, 2000? I think he got killed.
far out. Are you kidding?
So head and neck, Hans device has only been around 20 years.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't anybody think of that?
I don't
It
know.
worked for some time, and this
Oh
is
my
this is where the
God.
technology side. People hate technology, but sometimes in instances like this, it makes a
It's
difference.
huge
Yeah.
difference, massive difference.
Wow.
I mean, it might not have. I mean, at 350 kilometres an hour, ploughing into a concrete wall, I don't think you're going to survive. But I mean,
you never know.
you never
never
know.
know.
There could, if we
As long
had
as it's not
things
one of
in
those metal
place.
barriers.
Oh,
It's
slices bit in
decapitation.
half.
Oh, that's
Jesus
horrible.
Christ! How long did it take them to figure out that a metal fucking knife is not a good idea
But
to
there's
have
still
on the
things
side of a
now
track?
that they can improve on.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
massively.
just a constant evolving.
It has to.
But it
And
sucks that
you know what
some
they'll do whatever they can to make it safer, and then someone will crash
It's just that somebody has to.
some other way.
Yeah.
yeah.
Either get really badly injured or die.
And it's
before
just it's the
they
physics
fix
of it all, right? You got a heavy object going very fast.
Yeah.
And things are only getting faster.
Things are getting faster.
Things are getting more powerful. So then there's going to be new things that are going to have to come into play because the cars that are today aren't the cars they were 10 years ago, 5 years ago. So they're going to have to make changes. Oh, gosh.
All right, last one. Let's go.
Last
That's
one.
it?
So 2000,
Oh,
No, we're
no,
doing.
it's your
no,
MotoGP.
We've got to do some MotoGP.
2011
Oh,
and
something.
in Malaysian Grand Prix, Marco Simoncelli. What do you know about him? Do you know anything?
Not a lot. I know he had big fuzzy hair.
Yes, he did.
And I know
he was cute. He was 24 years old
he was
when he
best
died.
mates with Valentino Rossi.
He was best mates,
dude,
which
that's
makes
the
it so
doctor.
the doctor.
makes it so much worse. Was they were on the track and it
It's
was
Matt's bedtime.
wet. Yes, it's Matt's bedtime. They were on the track and it was a wet track, and Simoncelli lost control and then was struck by two riders, one of them being Rossi. Rossi had essentially run over Simoncelli's head.
And decapitated him.
No, did not
Didn't-
decapitate.
nah, but it
no,
would
he,
have broken his neck.
yeah,
It's an instant death.
he was dead instantly. So in the aftermath of it, obviously, they, abandoned the race. That was the end of that. And, not restarted it out of respect for Simoncelli. But it did, help push improvements to the rider protective gear and the track response and everything like that.
That's horrible.
I believe they moved it over to a F1 track instead of the
The bike track.
bike track for safety.
Bikes are already more dangerous than a Formula
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
1. And there's not much protecting them,
No,
really.
no. Their suits there now though are a lot better than they used to be. As
What's
far
the
as you got
big
the back
thing
stuff
on the
in there was
back?
to stop them ripping their head
Oh,
back.
really? Because I always wondered, I thought it was a water pack.
It's not a
No,
water
it's
pack.
it basically, because of how fast you're going, and obviously there's nothing protecting you from the wind and everything like that. I can tell you from just being on the back of Shane's bike, like the wind pushes your head around, and you get a fucking sore neck. So they're going really, really fucking fast on these bikes.
Yeah.
That thing literally stops their head from snapping backwards. That's literally all it's there
But
for.
Rossi continued the
Yeah.
race.
Yeah.
Yeah,
racing.
no, he did. But
Because
I mean,
it doesn't
Rossi
matter.
and him
You
were
just
mates.
You're in
race.
Yeah.
You race to win.
There's interviews with him about him afterwards and even years later, and you can still tell it hurts. Like he's
You've killed, not on purpose,
no,
but
not
your
on
best
purpose.
mate.
Yeah.
No, but him and another rider ran over him.
Oh, you'd feel awful.
He was really sweet
Oh,
looking.
look at him.
Yeah, he was
reminds me of
24
Sasha
years old.
Bob.
No, he was a cutie. He was a
He was a good rider.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Good rider,
he'd
yeah.
been riding for 9 years.
Yeah.
So he
Racing
had
for 9
experience
years.
and
Yeah,
everything.
he
Yeah,
had
it
his
was
experience, but he was still early in his career.
Just
Split second.
split second.
Most of these
It's like-
riders keep riding until they're in their 30s.
If he was like a foot further down the track, he wouldn't have hit him or just
But it
clipped his
just-
back
Yeah,
or something.
well,
And
It slipped
the
out.
neck
The track
to-
was a bit wet and it slipped out from underneath
That
him.
far from not hitting his head?
yeah.
Really?
And
Yeah.
when you watch the video, which I don't recommend because I nearly just about cried watching it, you see his helmet go flying and his body on the track, and it's a rough one. But they started putting things in place pretty quickly after that.
And when was that?
2011.
That's really not far.
That's
No.
not that far. No.
Wow.
But that's one of the only ones that I could find where, the MotoGP made immediate changes to something because of the death of
You
of
kind of
a-
want to.
a
There's
driver,
quite a lot of
rider.
crashes in MotoGP.
Yeah, and always
Yeah.
there's plenty, but usually
They just slide off. And
the slide or there might be a couple of broken bones and things like that. They haven't.
But nothing to that
I think
extent.
there's another guy,
There's-
Dejiro Kato, I think.
I know their names are hard enough to read.
I think he got killed on a bike as well, not long before or after that.
Because with the Isle of Man, that's
Yeah,
motorbikes,
that's
isn't
just,
it?
yeah, but that's street circuit.
Just go for your life.
Yeah, but they're doing like, I think the lap's like 11 kilometers long or whatever. It's like a massive.
But it's just so dangerous.
It's
Yeah,
massively,
that's next level.
Yeah. I
crazy.
mean, but like those suits and everything, they're designed for the kind of sport they're doing. I mean, they've got the knees.
Yeah,
'cause they
some
literally put their
protection,
knees-
but like,
yeah, it's not enough. And they do, obviously, they have upgraded their suits to be more like the airbag, the airbag
yeah,
style
They have
suits.
airbags.
Yeah, they got little airbag sensors.
What, they pull like a little lever and it goes...
No, but
No,
there must just be a sensor
Right,
in the
now
something
suit.
in it.
patenting it, guys.
there's
Not the
something in the
Michelin
suit.
Man.
Mandatory airbag suits from 2018 to present. Although not tied to a single dramatic crash, the increasing deployment of high-tech airbag suits and their mandated use starting around 2018 was driven by an accumulation of serious injuries and risks observed over the years of crashes.
Wow.
The FIM made airbag systems compulsory in all racing suits, significantly improving protection for the riders.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So they like inflate a bit.
Yeah, but not like
Not
you
like I
think.
think. Damn.
No. It's not like, pull a thing and it puffs out.
Does it stay puffed out when they walk?
They waddle.
Do they?
Like the Michelin
I'm
Man.
going to have to watch that now. I'm invested.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a massive MotoGP. My brother and Tyson loves Rossi. You are?
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, it's incredible like what goes on that you don't think of.
There's so many more. There's hundreds of crashes,
Oh, yeah.
fatalities.
Okay, so this is going to
Yeah.
be a part of a series,
yeah,
right?
you can see a lot of them on YouTube. It's pretty cool.
So we'll make this a motorsport in history series
I don't know if
with
I'll
our
survive.
co-host. Yeah, but that's the ones we've got. I'm sure there's many more, and if anyone has any that they'd like us to cover, I think we've seen quite bad ones that I don't know if people could find worse.
Yeah, there's a couple there that people might not know about as well.
So it brings awareness to it, and people who think that safety doesn't matter and they don't wear their seatbelt, or please
Please, for the love of God,
wear
put a
your
seatbelt on.
And note that I found this out: if you are driving a car and your passenger does not have their seatbelt on correctly, you get the fine.
Yes. No, I do know that.
My friend's mum was wearing hers just off her shoulder. Fine, $600.
Oh, Jesus, that isn't.
Then who pays the fine? The person not wearing their seatbelt, or the driver who didn't follow the rules and make sure that all their passengers.
I'm just telling you, that bitch is going to pay the ticket. That's what I'm going to say. But like, you didn't have your seatbelt on.
you were
I'm not
driving.
paying that. That's going to be you. So if you're racing, crewing, or even just spectating, remember, motorsport is dangerous, and but it is safer now than it has ever been.
Yeah, your part. We wrote you a part today.
Me, I did. What am I saying? Oh, I'm not paying attention. Sorry. And it stays that way only if we keep taking it seriously.
Yeah,
Which
that is very
safety
true.
is very serious.
To everyone who races, we see you. To everyone who's been injured, we respect you. And to the safety crews, officials, engineers, rule makers, anyone who has any part in safety in motorsport,
Yeah.
we thank you. Please keep improving. Keep our drivers like this one here and his papa
Yes.
safe when they race, and just keep improving.
Yeah, don't forget to follow, like, and share the episode, especially with someone who thinks that safety gear is optional.
Yes, because it's really not.
It's really fucking not, man.
So
Oh, this really.
you know this part's coming. It's a little bit non-funny, non-gimmicky a little bit. As to Lando Norris, that please stay safe. Not only to Lando, but then to all the drivers that are racing, I could almost say next month in Australia for the first. I'll be there watching. Please keep safe, especially my cousin who is with Mercedes. Please stay safe. Have a safe season. Don't hurt anyone, Max. And Lando, I'll be in Melbourne with you at the Grand Prix if you need me to strap you in. So, yeah, on that note,
This has been Talk Dirty to Me. where motorsport is fast,
You love it.
real, and always respected.
Very much. Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
All right, that's it from us. Time to drop the clutch and roll out.
Don't forget to follow, leave a review, and share us with your mates. Even the ones who think a talk wrench is something you find on Tinder.
This has been
Talk Dirty to Me,
where the questions are real
the laughs are loud.
and the motorsport is anything but boring. Oh, finally, to Lando Norris, this podcast is basically a 10-episode love letter disguised as motorsport content. You're welcome.